Yo family, what's good and welcome back to another Casper video. The elusive and notorious Wallet 2 has just made history, sending shockwaves through the Casper community as $8 million, 154 million Casper has just been accumulated, making this their largest purchase ever. Their previous record was around 145 million Casper, and that was their first ever purchase of Casper back in March 2024. So for this entity to make such a sizable purchase now, going deeper into Q4 2025, officially making them an Aquaman after 18 months of accumulation, and also now the #1 wallet, surpassing MEXC. The community sentiment believes that something big is incoming, and sources suggest that this wallet is none other than Wintermute or Binance Exchange. We're going to delve a little bit deeper in this video, but to learn more and to be more locked in, level up your Casper crypto knowledge, come join my free Discord community, link down below in the description. So as we can see here from Ski Trading, he has made a visual cue on a graph of all the Casper inflows and outflows from the suspected Binance or Wintermute wallet, coincidentally only selling at any top and buying at every bottom like any true market maker would do. And we should know Wallet 2 have barely sold any Casper, by the way. Only 2 occasions they've done that, or 3 even. Very, very rarely. But if you delve a little bit deeper, you start to see some other weird coincidences. We know Wallet 2, or this wallet even, made their first purchase of roughly 145 million Casper in March 2024, and roughly 4 months later, at the all-time high for Casper, Binance Exchange launched their futures, their Casper futures. As Christian Lugwood states here, when the largest exchange, being Binance, in the world launches futures for an asset, especially without launching spots in tandem, it allows for market makers to short on Binance and buy spots on other exchanges. And this seems to be a very common pattern that the likes of market maker Wintermute tends to adopt. And this wallet buys Casper Spot mainly from 3 exchanges. We can see these also come from Gate, but it also comes from KuCoin and also comes from Bybit Exchange. Now, there are 3 good pieces of news to come out of this information. One is there could and should be a Binance Spot listing soon, now that Wintermute had created a mini bear market for Casper and had been accumulating for cheap for 18 months now. And remember, we heard from Wolfie that Binance have been working with Casper for well over a year, asking many technical questions about integrating a wallet. And therefore, they are probably waiting to be done accumulating before they make an announcement. Secondly, with the purchase of Casper just now being their largest to date, when Casper is currently only valued at 5.46 cents, they are now an Aquaman as well, which may have been their goal before they announce a Casper Spot listing. So maybe this is a sign that they are done or close to being done with their Casper accumulation, therefore spot listing coming soon. And the third and final point, because Casper is a fair launch project, Binance Wintermute had to accumulate Casper out of their own pocket. With us now going deeper into Q4 2025 and the promise of a volatile and bull run creeping ever closer, it's their incentive to send things the other way around and reprice Casper at a much higher price. Much higher than 5 cents, much higher than 20 cents as well, a lot higher from here. The question, of course, I'm going to ask right now is, would a Binance Casper Spot listing be a little too late now? Because we are going into November 2025. Keep in mind, family, just because we are delving deeper into Q4 and nearing the end of 2025, this does not guarantee the bull run is almost over. I made this post earlier today, a post that I genuinely believe will save your life, your mentality, hopefully save your wealth. If you're investing in crypto, stop relying on the 4-year cycle narrative. Learn how macro conditions drive market sentiment. Research papers published by institutions and market makers, the ones who run these markets, and what they're telling their enterprise clients, not us, what they're telling their clients, they're telling them that the traditional 4-year cycle is breaking down. The cryptocurrency market has long been guided by the 4-year cycle centered around the Bitcoin halving event. Historically, this cycle followed a predictable path: a supply shock due to the halving, a bull run, a peak, then a bear market and accumulation phase. That's what happens every single year. But that pattern is breaking down. The 4-year cycle is becoming less relevant as macroeconomic conditions, be it rate cuts, quantitative easing, the increasing M2 money supply, these are increasingly shaping market dynamics. The increasing institutional flows, be it ETF filings and crypto treasuries, they are increasingly shaping market dynamics. And then the regulatory changes, be it MiCA, the Genius Act, the Incoming Clarity Act, they are increasingly shaping market dynamics. The guarantee of this cycle ending in the next 2 months is no longer a guarantee. And this paper is one of the hundreds of premium insights and institutional sources that I have shared with my VIP community, not to mention the trades we have going on in there as well, which last week we can see our trader in there, Chartflow, did very, very well, very successful indeed, with some very, very profitable trades. Actually, not a single loss last week, truth be told, which is very insane, off the back of that crypto crash, no less. If this sort of stuff interests you, we have a limited time offer. We can join for free for 7 days, or you can join for free for a month should you click on the affiliate link and sign up to BYDFI, no KYC VPN, regulated exchange. All information is provided in our free Discord server right here and also right here. So to come find out more, click the link down below in the description and I hope to see you there. Now, again, 154 million Kaspa is absolutely insane. And in my opinion, not financial advice, of course, Binance listing for Kaspa never felt closer. But in saying that, how comes, I'm sure many of you are asking, how comes Kaspa is currently valued at 5.43 cents, down roughly 0.99% on daily time frame, despite this massive capital inflow from Binance? Well, remember, this purchase was done over the counter. It wasn't done on the market. That's why it didn't affect the market price at all. And then also to ask the question, how comes Kaspa and most of crypto actually was down earlier today in value before now making a quick reversal? How comes earlier today we saw over $150 million in crypto shorts positions liquidated? Well, that has to do with Japan. I just mentioned about the importance of understanding macroeconomic trends. What is happening in Japan right now can also increase or decrease the possibility of an extended cycle because it affects the American market. To put it simply, Japan is aiming to hike rates soon, doing the opposite of what the United States are planning to do, which is easing and dovish nature, which would affect the yen carry trade. For a reference point, look back to end of July/early August 2024 last year, and you will see what happened around this time. We saw Bitcoin go from 69k shooting straight down to 48k, a 30% correction in the span of just a week. That was because of the yen carry trade. So what we are potentially about to see is more volatility soon. Again, so maybe more negative price action. But if we see more dovish sentiment in America, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, but this could potentially offset the hawkish stance from Japan, meaning we just get a delay in a bullish pump again, but the cycle could very well extend past 2025 going into 2026. And in that regard, according to the White House advisor Hassett, he believes the government shutdown is likely to end sometime this week, which would be a great step in the right direction for more dovish stance. Furthermore, we are also about a week away from the next FOMC meeting, where Jerome Powell is likely to cut rates again, which is also very good news. And that would mean that a Binance Kaspa listing wouldn't be too late. In fact, it may be just in time. But again, family, don't be emotional, be logical. We are still as much in the dark about a Binance listing than before. When Binance do list Kaspa is still a mystery, but I do wholeheartedly believe that they will list Kaspa because of all the solutions that Kaspa solves. Recently, AWS, Amazon Web Services, has caused many apps to go down, including Coinbase Exchange. But of course, if you're not running on AWS, you're fine. And of course, if you're Kaspa, you're fine as well. Nodes are still up and running, Casio messaging is still working, and so is K-Social Platform. Everything is still working. So if you're running on Kaspa, you're fine. Maybe this is why Binance are asking so many technical questions to the Kaspa team, because in the future to be, they may want to migrate and run on top of the Kaspa layer 1. Although developments like VProx and Dagnite are probably needed beforehand, before we see Binance come on top of Kaspa. So this is not an immediate future thing by any means. And especially because Kaspa would be competing with Binance's BNB chain. So it may be a shot in the dark, but I am not personally against the possibility that Binance does come on top of Kaspa in the future. And if Binance move first ahead of Coinbase, that would give them an additive advantage over the exchange as well. Ultimately, it's just food for thought, family. It's very interesting, and I do believe that something big is coming for Kaspa very, very soon. Let me know what you think though down below in the comment section. And again, to learn a lot more, come check out the VIP community. And remember, family, as always, don't be emotional, be logical, and I'll see you in the next one.